Alright, chicken run tour. So this is, I need to harvest my garlic. I'm doing that today. But that is a Pippin's Golden Honey that I ordered online because the ones I started died because something ate all of their roots. So the Pico's Pride variegated tomatoes are still here. They are losing some variegation as they get older. Like there's still some, but not as much as when they're younger. And that's okay, right? Because that happens with most variegated tomatoes. I did harvest some tomatoes off of this Silver Fir. There's one back there still, and there's more on the way. But I'm happy with the Silver Fir. I was actually really hesitant about it. I was like, yeah, thin leaves, it's so hot here, it's not gonna do well. It's done better. It's the first producer out of all of my tomatoes this year, so what do I know? Peppers are still growing. They're growing slowly, but they're growing. That doesn't look good. I don't know if it's gonna make it, and that's okay. I don't remember what my dwarf tomatoes are. I should have labeled them, but I didn't. But I love dwarf tomatoes. They are like sturdy, just a regular old pepper cage, quote unquote tomato cage. We all know these are not good for tomatoes, real like full size tomatoes. But they do great for these dwarf ones because they only get about 4 or 5 feet tall. So this is, I think it's called calamate maybe, bean. I don't remember. I should have all my stuff written down, but I don't. Anyway, I have tons of beans, and it keeps growing. So I am harvesting beans today. These probably went too long, but it's a new bean to me, so there's a learning curve. I really want my ground cherries to put on some berries. I've seen flowers on them, but no berries, and I'm gonna need them to start working on that. So I do have, you can see probably some banana peppers coming in. I have got, I think these are not jalapenos. I have to check my book. I do have aphids as well. I don't know if you can see that, but there's legit aphids. Okay, B. There's like a sunflower, cornflowers. Wherever there was like an empty space, I just put some seeds to see what will come up. This tomato, again, I didn't label, like I labeled them, but then I lost my label, so I don't know what half these are. Tomatoes are growing right here and here. Zinnias I pinched out, so they're getting thick. Carrots going to seed, which is what I left it in here to do. The dahlias are getting big. There are some peppers in here, but they're honestly like, this is a pepper. They're honestly getting, well, that guy's at least tall enough. They're getting shadowed really bad by this horse mint balm, because there is another pepper right here, right here. So, and there's one right here that's variegated, but you can barely see them because of all the dahlias. But I will say, okay, the first one fell apart, but this dahlia, when it comes out, it starts out like this, kind of an orange red, and it fades to this beautiful copper colored, like coral colored. It's gorgeous. I could not be happier. And these are from seeds, so I had no idea, right, what color they would be. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Got to trim this. Look at that. I've got to trim this grapevine. Cannot keep it like this. Some of my other peppers are putting out. I think these are the variegated Marconi type peppers. I see a little bit of variegation right here. I could be wrong. I do have what should be here written down, but I don't. Like I said, half of them like just died of shock. You can see again, so many aphids, but there is also ladybugs. Can you see my ladybug? Probably not, but it's there, I promise. Yeah, you can't see it. There it is. Okay. So aphids, yes, but also ladybugs, yes. So happy about that. Oh, there's another one. Just going down the stem. So yeah, I did notice a bunch of aphids. I was gonna spray them off this morning, but then I noticed there are also lots of ladybugs, and I'm gonna let them go. I think this one's gonna be a pink one, and then I think this one over here is gonna be like yellow, orange, green, maybe. Definitely not red, because there's no red in there right now. My potato experiment, they look like they've reached their limit, so I need to dig them up. No idea what this tomato is. I just put it in here and said go, and I'm gonna pick this and give it another day, because I think it's actually a yellow tomato, and see if it goes yellow or if it starts turning red. Drew some artichokes, hollyhocks, gladiolus, Babington leeks. I'm letting these all dry out, and then I'll either replant them or I might sell some, because it's really hard to get a hold of Babington leeks in the States, and maybe other people want to grow them. I don't know. I'm happy with my peppers. Some of them, this one over here, I don't know if he's got a disease, if I should pull it, if I should leave it. I usually just leave my pepper plants, even if they look rough, because they generally come back. But this guy looks bad. Like he's just losing all his leaves. I don't know if that's blight. I don't know what that is. Honestly, most of my pepper plants usually just don't get diseases. So, I don't know. I guess I'm going to leave it. We'll see what happens. I don't know what that was. The chickens are feisty today, I guess. Look at this. Feverfew. Do you know how hard it is to grow feverfew in Texas? East Texas, where it's so freaking hot? This berry. Ground cherry. You see, there's flowers. There's flowers. There's just no cherries yet. I need the bees to get to work on this. Also, I think this is a Mbumbo bean. I'll be honest with you, it's a little fibrous, even when you pick it early. But it's supposed to really endure the drought in our area in the midsummer. So I'm gonna see. We'll see how, if it hangs in through the summer, I might just have to deal with a little bit of a tough bean. You know what I'm saying? Rattlesnakes are still the best, just in case all of you are wondering, for heat. I have definitely got tomatillos this year. Definitely 100% got tomatillos. I've already pulled like 2. So I'm really excited because I always grow tomatillos and then they never give me any. So it only took 8 plants to instead of 2 to finally get some tomatillos. Chill out, guys. My gosh. Okay, sweet potatoes are starting to run. Well, most of them. These guys look a little rough, but they'll take off. Corn root, sweet corn root. I'm very happy with the like tower thing that we did with little cylinders of fencing and some T-posts on these goji berries. I have already cut anything that was touching the bottom so that, well, look, I say that and then it grew again. But anyway, there's berries on that one. There are flowers on this one. I have seen the bees on the flowers out here. So this is going to be really nice as far as harvesting, and also the chickens can get under here and scratch under here. And if I can keep them from touching and rooting, I can kind of alleviate some of the problems we were having before we hoisted them up, which is they kept spreading. Like I definitely have some in here. You can see probably if I zoom in. Those are goji berries babies that I need to dig up. Okay, so back to the giant mosquito netting over the bed. I also bought a really big one. I put it over a greenhouse frame. I have these little landscape stakes to stake it down at the bottom. And I got some weeds, but I have planted some squash in there because I don't have time to be putting foil or sprays or picking eggs or whatever off of squash vines. I just don't, right? I do have some time to pull a couple of male flowers off and pollinate because that takes about 5 seconds, and I can do that in the morning and the cool of the day. And I just don't have to worry about all the pests or the chemicals. So I'll let you guys know how this goes, because if this works, game changer. I could grow corn in here too and not have to worry about the corn earworm. Like, you know, dwarf corn, not like our full-size corn, but whatever. Okay, so let's go over here. This is still good. This is Swiss chard. This has not gotten bitter. I love it. It's the best. It is, in my opinion, the best grain to grow in the hot south. Like, you can grow Ethiopian kale, you can grow Egyptian spinach. Those are great, but they're also a little mucilaginous, whatever, and a little fibrous. Don't get me wrong, Swiss chard, if you get the veins, right, they can be fibrous, but if you pull the green part apart away from the vein, it's pretty darn close to like spinach and a good salad grain because it doesn't get bitter. So I'm pretty happy with that. Dude, my Aunt Lily's tree collard is on the struggle bus AF this year. Also, all these stupid freaking weeds. This is a Murado Yacon. I had some years ago, and then they all died, and I got really sad, and I was hunting for years. I finally found one this year. It's a purple tuber. It's a purple-skinned, white-flesh Yacon tuber. I think this is called a Marvel cherry tomato. It has gone completely apeshit. Excuse me, completely crazy. And I can't wait to see if we get, because cherry tomatoes really do well out in our heat, right? So I'm excited. I can't wait to see and taste that tomato. This is a type of perennial sunflower from what I read. We'll see. We'll see if it spreads. We'll see if it grows tall like I hope. We'll see if it even flowers. You know, we'll see. And I've got some trumpet vine. I keep trying to kill this trumpet vine and pull it up. It just keeps coming back. The vines are everywhere. And there is one hollyhock over here. The chickens like to get back here when I let them out, and so they kind of keep it weeded, but I do come and get that sedge grass, not sedge up. I am gonna let the chickens out to run around. But anyway, I mean, that's a lot to the chicken run, Gordon, but I'm really pleased with it. Also, my husband is absolutely furious that this beauty berry came back through this chicken wire fence that we put around the shed so that the chickens wouldn't get under the shed. And I'm like, babe, I want a beauty berry, but you can cut this one down again if you want to. But anyway, I think it's kind of funny. Ironic, really. Okay, bye.